Prescott stood up, not the way a person stands, all at once, like something else had pulled him upright by the spine. He was still holding the doll. Danny's name was still on the tag, and he was still smiling, like he already knew exactly how the next few minutes would go. Danny turned and ran. Through the living room, out the front door, down the hallway toward the stairs, and behind him, footsteps that didn't sound like they belonged to a person anymore. The stairwell was flooded from the storm. Danny hit the third step wrong and the floor disappeared from under him. He woke up under fluorescent lights, in a bed that wasn't his, a heart monitor beeping somewhere close by. His mom was in the chair beside him. He was at Briar Hollow Regional Medical Center, a broken wrist from the fall, and a knock to the head hard enough that the doctors wanted him overnight. He told his mom everything. The whispering, the lights, the circle on the floor, the doll with his name on it. She didn't tell him he'd imagined it. She just went very quiet and picked up the phone. While she stayed with Danny, his dad went back to 214 Larkin Street with a detective from the Briar Hollow Police Department, Ellen Marsh. The front door of apartment 3B was already standing open. The bedroom was exactly the way Danny had described it. Candles burned down to puddles of wax, a chalk circle on the floor, a ring of small handmade dolls, each one with a paper tag around its neck. Prescott himself was nowhere in the apartment. Detective Marsh read the names on the tags one at a time until she stopped on one that wasn't Danny's, a name she recognized from a file more than 10 years old, a missing child, never found, case gone cold. Every tag matched a name from that same decade-old list. 12 children, 12 unsolved disappearances, all from the same few blocks around Larkin Street, all quietly closed and forgotten. A neighbor from the floor below remembered something else, that around that same time, 10 years back, Prescott had missed almost a month of lessons. He'd told people he was sick. Nobody had actually seen him during those weeks. Marsh found him in the bathroom off the bedroom. Prescott's body, foam dried around his mouth. Poison, self-administered, days old. Beside him, a letter in his own handwriting. The letter didn't explain everything, but it explained enough. 10 years earlier, Prescott wrote, something had taken hold of him. Something that had eaten children before it ever wore a body of its own. At night, it took him over completely. And it was that thing, not him, whose hands had taken 12 kids from this town. That was why every lesson ended at exactly 8:30, no matter what. Why no student had ever set foot near that bedroom. It was never a habit. It was an alarm Prescott had built for himself, so the thing inside him only ever woke up when he was alone. For 10 years, it had stayed quiet. Then Danny stayed past 8:30 for the first time, and it woke back up. Prescott wrote that he couldn't carry it any further. So the same night Danny fell down those stairs, before anyone came looking, Prescott made sure there wouldn't be a 13th name on a tag. He ended it himself, on his own terms, so nothing could ever use his hands again. The department closed the case without ever fully explaining it in any report. Danny went back to school a few weeks later. He's fine, mostly, except that he still checks the clock every night around 8:30 and still isn't sure what he'd do if it ever hit that time again with a door he couldn't see behind. Briar Hollow has kept its share of quiet houses since. This is only the one Danny happened to walk into.